Hello YouTube. Welcome to the weekly haul episode, I think 28 maybe. First up, got a bag from Target. We have a Audi RS5 Coupe. Got lucky and found some new Hot Wheels I didn't have. Looks pretty good with the front detail and the rear detail. Fast and Furious Nissan 370Z, which I'm going to save for the video next week because I ended up finding the 3 that I did not find in this haul. So then we have a 2019 Ford Ranger Raptor. Looks pretty good with this crazy livery on it. Ford Performance. I like it. It looks pretty cool. Sticking with Ford, we'll check out this 2018 Ford Mustang GT Borla Racing. That one wanted to come off the card. It popped clean off, nice and clean. Love when it pops off nice and clean like that. And we got the 2000 or the Range Rover Volar. That's all it says, Range Rover. It's from Hot Wheels Turbo. These are all E-case. So that's about what I'm up to in my area right now is the E-case. These are all probably like the newest cars I have found. Said I wasn't going to pick this one up anymore because of the clear roof. But I tell you what, in black, it looks pretty good. So I guess as long as they do black windows like this, the casting doesn't look that bad. When they do the clear windows, that's ridiculous. Just looks horrible. Will not be picking it up. It looks good with front detail and rear detail. Then we got a Porsche 918 Spyder. This was a super treasure hunt. And if I ever got a good enough deal on the Super, I definitely would pick it up because it's a Porsche super treasure hunt. Why not? That looks really good with the white wheels. Pretty small wheels on it too. Helps it sit lower. I mean, they definitely designed the casting for larger wheels than that. Okay, you can see they don't fill up the wheel arch. Huh. Maybe it was an error and has 2 front wheels or something on it. I don't know. I don't know if this casting normally has the same size tires. It should. Really good detail on it though. And then we got the Mazda Repu in the Urban Outlaw race livery. Looks really good in this livery. Then I picked up the Lotus Esprit S1 from the James Bond, which I think I might already have this. I did pick up a couple of the other ones that came out in this release in the premium. I guess they're Hot Wheels Premium now. So, I think I'm going to hold off on cracking this, because if I already have this and there ain't no difference, there ain't no reason for me to have two of them cracked open. Especially if the only difference is the card it comes on. So I'm definitely going to make sure that I don't have this first. And then we got some more cars here from, I think this was Walmart. Yes, I know it was Walmart now. Got the 1970 Pontiac GTO Judge in green. This is a casting I do collect from Hot Wheels and try to complete. I know it's been out for a long time. This is a 10-car release. I could have picked them all up, but the 64 Galaxy 500, which I opened in a previous video, I did end up finding it. This was a bag of cars I had picked up that I misplaced or something, so just not getting them out. I did not pick up all the cars from the release. They don't have headlights or taillights. If they would have had headlights and taillights, I would have picked up every car from the release. But I picked up the ones I liked. So, I forget which one this was now, and I just ripped the name right off of it. Oh, shoot. Ford Gran Torino, maybe? Or Buick GSX? It should say on the bottom. Buick GSX. Well, it looks really good in this red color. And then we got the 61 Impala. Looks really good. Really like the paint livery on it. It's almost definitely a paint livery that somebody would definitely put on an Impala. So, love this color purple that Hot Wheels does. Looks more blue than purple on camera for some reason. But trust me, in real life it is really, really purple. Like the one C10 truck, it might have been a C10 truck, that was a super treasure hunt in purple. And I got the Mazda RX-3, which from the Fast and Furious, which when this set originally came out, I picked up the Nissan Skyline. I don't know. I don't know which ones I've cracked open and not, so I'm not going to crack this open right now. It definitely will be cracked open in the future if I don't have one loose already, but I have no reason to have more than one loose. And then we got the Nissan Skyline here in yellow. This is another one I cannot remember if I have cracked open already or not, so I'm going to hold off on them until I can make sure. Then got a 1968 Ford Mustang GT CS. I ended up finding all of them, but this, the 65 Ford Mustang GT. That's the only one I could not find. I'm pretty sure I picked them all up too. So I just need that white one to complete the Mustang set, which I thought this was a really good looking Mustang. And then the 68 Ford Mustang. Should be called like the Ford Mustang Mutter or 4x4 or something like that, but it's just like this one actually. Not the same casting. Pretty similar though. I know some people would try to complete this casting. Shout out to Radar. I think he's one of them. But when I seen it in this gunmetal gray, I'm a sucker for gunmetal gray, and has a skull on the hood. I'm a sucker for skulls, sucker for flames. So before I started collecting burgundy cars, and before I had my burgundy car collection, I started collecting cars that had flames on them, and that collection started growing extremely fast. And there's a ton of different 1/64 die-cast vehicles that have flames on them, probably more so than what I can find that are burgundy. Then I don't know why, I don't know how I got into collecting burgundy cars, but I really liked and enjoyed collecting burgundy cars. It was my first thing I decided I was going to collect loose, was my burgundy cars. And I wanted my burgundy car collection to be loose. So that's really, a lot of my flamed cars are still on the card, packed away in boxes somewhere that have flames on them from when I first started collecting as an adult. Then I got into the burgundy cars that I like to collect loose, and I kind of told myself it didn't matter what vehicle it was. If it was burgundy, I was cracking it. And I started collecting burgundy Hot Wheels and Mastio and Jada and all kinds of other vehicles. And green light burgundy vehicles were really hard to find and come across. They didn't really release a lot of them. So when I discovered auto-rolled ultra reds, it was just natural for me to start trying to collect all of them. So I do have a ton of ultra red auto-rolls, but don't know what got me on that subject. Little off of the subject at hand, which is this awesome Mustang. Looks really good. If you're going to do a jacked up 4x4 Mustang, you might as well do a gunmetal gray with crossbones and a skull on the hood. Plus, I always like their 4x4 tires. I think they do a good job with them. And I don't have the whole 5-car set. Actually, found the other ones I just picked up, had them sitting here. The Mercedes, that's the one I'm missing. I think we cracked open the Mercedes in the weekly haul video like a week or two ago. So, let's go ahead and get into these. This is number 2 out of 5, is a Nissan 370Z in yellow. Casting I do collect from Hot Wheels and try to complete. Really like this Z casting. Just wish they would do tail lights on it. Looks good with the headlights though. And then number 3 is a McLaren 720S. Kind of like a gunmetal gray or silverish. Metallic. Try and make a little bit more room up here. Check out the McLaren. Nice front detail. Too bad it doesn't have no rear detail. Next is this Lamborghini Gallardo LP 564. Dash 4. Gotta remember that dash. The dash is part of it. Dash 4. Awesome looking headlights. And we get some tail lights when the turntable gets around to it. Looks really good in the white. 1/64th vehicles look really good in white. They take really good pictures in white. The body lines and panels, they show up really good in white. Any detail that they add or decals they add to it look really good in white. So love white diecast just because it photographs well. You can see all the lines, like not on the camera, but in real life you can see all the lines on the hood, like the little indentations. And sometimes when they put a heavy coat of paint on, like on this GTO or something, or this Porsche, this blue, I mean, it's real thick and just really starts to cover up the body lines. This yellow here is super, super thin. So it shows off the lines really good too. Yellow's another one that photographs quite well and shows off the body lines quite well. I don't really care for yellow as a color. My youngest daughter, that's her favorite color is yellow. So shout out to her. And then the last one I have from this series is 69 Ford Torino Talladega. Which Ford Torino Talladega, man, people really collect this casting like they collect this Camaro casting, the 67 Camaro with the opening hood. And they don't release it a ton of times. Looks amazing in this metallic gold color with the flat accents. Awesome, amazing paint job. I'm loving it. The super treasure hunt of this can go for quite a bit. I think it was a super maybe twice. Once for sure, I know it had a race delivery on it, which was a regular treasure hunt and a super treasure hunt that year. Really awesome casting from Hot Wheels. Then we have Auto Rolled 1971 Dodge Dart GT Premium Series Release 4 of 2019 version B. I cracked open the version A not too long ago. This card's creased. It was hanging on the shelf. It was only auto rolled there, so I went ahead and grabbed it. I don't know if I have it yet or not. Or I don't know if this was one of the cases, because I've been just buying auto rolled by the case because it's easier than trying to hunt it down at the store. And then I think this is from the same Hot Wheels Premium. Is this Ghostbusters Ecto1. And I'm going to compare it to the other one before I crack it open to make sure that there are enough differences to justify cracking it open. If it's identical or nearly identical to one I already have, I don't see any reason to crack it again. But I couldn't help myself when I seen it in the store. It's not one you see on the pegs very often at all, even when it was out. And the same goes for this TV series Batmobile. I don't know how this is any different than any other retro entertainment release of it. So I'm going to hold off until I can compare it and make sure there's enough differences to justify opening it. Because if there's not enough differences to justify opening it, then I'm just going to leave it carded, and maybe it will be available for sell or trade someday. Because I don't need to open up more than one of the same car. I just have no need to have more than one of the same vehicle. No desire. But I did get this 1970 Plymouth Superbird wide open. Had to have this. Union 76. Definitely have to get the Mazda. I know you guys can't see that, but definitely have to get the Mazda. And the Porsche. RWB. Yeah, that's an absolute must. Really awesome release. All three of these are must-haves. Which these haulers are big and take up a lot of room, but the 70 Plymouth Superbird is a casting I do collect and try to complete from Hot Wheels. And Greenlight. Johnny Lightning, there ain't no hope for that. M2 I try to complete though. No, the back is plastic. Front's metal. Pretty heavy though. Pretty heavy casting. Awesome car. The car makes it all worth it. Very, very happy to have found this set in the store. If you find it in the store, it's like 12 bucks. If you got to go to eBay and get it, by the time you pay for shipping, it's going to be 22 bucks. So, I'm going to keep hunting for the other two in the store before I go to eBay. I'm going to give it a chance, and I came across this one. Hopefully, I can come across the other two. So, that's all I got to show you for this week. Let me know what you guys have been finding. Let me know which one is your favorite casting that I cracked open today for you. Mine might be that Talladega. That's awesome. That Lamborghini looks pretty darn good too, though. This is amazing. Gotta love Hot Wheels. And Matchbox. Can't beat them for $1. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and please leave comments. Thank you.